Welcome back to the Infamous Ghost Podcast.
I'm Josiah.
I'm Celis.
And today we got a fan favorite for y'all. We giving y'all our top 5 albums of the year.
Yeah, 2024 was a great year for music. Man, I feel like this year I got a more concise list than I did last year. I'm still gonna talk my shit, you know. Hopefully nobody called me out on like no Killer Mike shit last year. That was hilarious, but man, I'm excited about my list. I think I got a great list.
Yeah, it was so hard cutting this down to like 5 albums.
Yeah.
Because it's like it was so much good music that dropped this year.
It was. It really was. I feel like this was the year for like versatility in artists. I feel like we got a lot of different sounds from a lot of different artists this year.
We did. And we got probably one of the biggest beef in hip hop history.
Yeah, Kendrick. You want to talk about that a little bit before we get into this?
Yeah, we can. It's like with Drake going on with this lawsuit, it's like, can his career really be the same? Because I feel like he's attacking the system. Like, no matter how big you are, you're not bigger than the system. They gonna make an example out of you.
He's suing UMG, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just know we won't get a Drake album for a while.
A hot minute. but what really I think Drake, the reason why he lost his beef, I feel like he's used to them petty battles, just throwing accusations back and forth at each other. Because up till Meet the Grams, it was like, oh, them kids ain't yours. Oh, you had another daughter.
Meet the Grams was such a personal diss. Like, he just came after everybody in the family. And then he had those luggage items. Like, how did you get that, bro?
Yeah, but he took that picture down. It's like, I wonder why.
Because it was probably real. It had the scripts, the pills and shit on there.
Yeah, I mean, he said in 616 in LA, somebody in OVO was working for him.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think Drake, man, I don't know if suing your label is the best idea because they the ones that bankroll you. I think his whole problem with the diss is that song Not Like Us probably ruined a bigger contract renegotiation with the label that Drake was trying to get. So he's probably trying to get 500-600 M's for his next deal, and they was like, this song is still number one. So we could probably offer that to him, but not you.
Exactly. And
then with Drake.
Yeah, exactly. And then when Kendrick Lamar headlining at the Super Bowl, he just dropped an album that's charting right now, and then
having a great year.
His tour with SZA he for to pull stupid numbers with those.
Well, I don't know. SZA just fired Punch TDE, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh damn! I don't know. I would love to go to their concert.
Yeah,
but...
me too. But we can't afford it, bro.
Nah. I'll watch that shit from my phone.
Let's get into the top 5. Number 5, Josiah. Who you got?
This artist was actually my number 1 stream artist of the year. I'm not gonna go. I didn't even know I was listening to him this much. Probably because I went to his concert and I was listening to a lot of his music, so I could prepare myself. And this album is 101 Back Gunna.
Great album, bro. I would say that's on my honorable mentions. That didn't make my top 5 just because I listened to so many albums this year, but man, Gunna snapped with that album. What were some of your favorite songs?
I can't even think of no songs right now.
I got one. This is one of my favorite songs off the album.
All right, one of my favorite songs is On One Tonight.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's one. And it's like Gunna, he dropped 2 albums back-to-back years. That's fire albums.
A Gift and a Curse. That made me just realize, all right, Gunna is different. I didn't know how he was gonna come back after that the rat allegations and all that in the trial, but man, he's still dropping consistently. All right, my number 5, I got GNX by Kendrick Lamar.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how I felt when he first dropped this album, and then the replay value on all the songs is just crazy. I'm telling you, I start every morning, reincarnated. I was stargazing. Goes on, bro. I'm telling you, that song is so fire. It just gets you pumped up in the morning, and it got the LA vibes. It make you want to learn how to crip walk, bro.
Damn near. But I'm not gonna lie. This album did not make my list just because I didn't listen to it as much as all
Okay.
these other albums. But like, don't get me wrong, like this is still a great album. And I had to play it back. Cause I remember last year, or a year before last year, I said Mr. Morale and Big Steppers wasn't that great of an album. But what I've learned is the first time when you listen to an album is what you expect it to be. The second time when you listen to it, you accept it of what it is. It is like,
like go listen to what he was saying in that album. Like,
yeah, like Father Time, and it's like that's one of my favorite songs off the album. It's a beautiful album. With this album, that's a great pick. I'm not mad at that.
Man, I feel like, yeah, this was just an album full of bangers, man. I feel like this was something to turn the streets up with, you know?
But all right, going on to my number 4. Now, I didn't really visit this album as much after the beef, you know, but it was still a fire album every time I go back to it. And that is American Dream by 21 Savage.
Okay. Yeah, another album that didn't make my list, but like was a great album. We reviewed this album.
We did, and I gave it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, it's still up there for me. This is still one of his best projects he put out.
I feel like this album came and went too fast, though, I would say, because I don't know, with 21, usually like he got those few songs that just, you know, that hold still with the test of time. And I don't know if American Dream did that. I think it was one of his best projects, but I think his whole entire fan base were expecting a different 21 on the album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know exactly what you said. Cause like I said, I didn't visit the album as much because it came out in January, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like, I don't know, because of the beef or so many other albums dropped this year, but just re-listening to it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is an amazing album.
Amazing, bro. He said, "My shooter pescatarian, but he eat up all the beef."
I ain't gonna. One song I've been running back to is "Shoulda Wore a Bonnet." Running from me.
You was talking about that song in the video.
That song is beautiful, bro. That song is fucking amazing. Like,
I love that song, man. I think, and the samples he had now, amazing.
Beautiful samples, yeah. And then the features to complement it: Lil Durk, Brent Faiyaz, Mariah the Scientist, Burna Boy, like fire.
Damn, I forgot about the album, honestly.
Yeah, right. Good album, good year for music.
You're right. All right, my number 4. I don't see how you haven't named this yet, but I got Might Delete Later by J. Cole.
That's amazing
album. My God, bro. When I really tell you this wasn't even an album for me. I feel like this was just a mixtape J. Cole. Because we still got the fall off coming.
Yeah, we do. We exactly do.
But you got a lot of great songs on here, bro. Like, I can name the whole album, but my favorite, Hunting Rabbits, Hide Your Bitch, and Crocodile Tears, bro. Like, Hunting Rabbits is, I want to say, his one of 3 best verses of all year. I would say Port Antonio and maybe, I don't know. I love his verse on First Person Shooter. But, but man, like, just listen to this. Very, very quiet.
Hunting Rabbits.
Running that pace, I never do that. My destination is running that map. I'm running your trap like from your work for somebody get hurt, running to get clapped. Oh my God, going in.
And did you know? I thought he sampled Bugs Bunny, but he actually sampled a Meat Cannon video.
That was Meat Cannon. That was Bugs. No, that was
It was a Meat Cannon video.
No,
you know Meat Cannon, the parodies they make things all weird and stuff. Yeah, he actually sampled that instead of like the actual Looney Tunes.
Oh, I thought that was the Looney Tunes. You know the guy that always hunting Bugs Bunny with the shotgun and shit.
Yeah.
That was tight, bro.
Amazing album. And I feel like that album got overshadowed by the beef because right before that, Kendrick dropped Like That. Yeah. And J. Cole, that album was already finished. He added 7-minute drill. You know, everybody went to that song. Oh, what's J. Cole responds? But
and then deleted it.
Yeah, because I feel like J. Cole deleted it. He realized, all right, this is not my beef. I'm cool with both sides of the party. I just got caught in the crossfire. And which was a smart move by him.
Yeah, but I feel like he lost some sort of credibility with the fans. But I don't think he really cared about that. He kind of talked about that in Port Antonio. I want to say one of the lines in that song, he was like, he said his friend told him, just because you don't shoot the gun don't mean the gun ain't deadly. And that's a great metaphor. Like he said in that metaphor, the gun is me, my like they strip you in my spot now. I'm finally free, my nigga.
Yeah,
They say you
Drake,
pick
you will
a side,
always
say
be
don't
my
rely on
nigga.
me, my nigga. Like,
You're right.
bro, he was spitting, I feel like Jake, and this album got nominated for a Grammy, and I feel like if you just listen to this album from start to finish, it's so amazing. And like you said, it got overshadowed by that beef, and I think people need to revisit it because it got nominated for a Grammy for a reason.
We're going on to my number 3, underrated album. I feel like every time I see an artist put a baby picture of themselves on the cover, this shit's about to be fire. And this album is Faith of a Mustard Seed by DJ Mustard.
Okay, I actually checked that album out. Like I just really started listening to producer albums like Metro. I listened to all his albums. Like Mustard, this is the first project I checked out, and it was specifically because he produced like that.
That was a great. He actually touched on that for his last songs. He was like, "Shout out my nigga Kendrick. You know, I didn't even need a rollout. You know, he when he said mustard on the beat, ho shit. That his numbers went up after that,
bro.
All you needed. All right, this album is fucking amazing. He really took you through his life to give you like a real West Coast feel. Like him, like his family, him in school, after school, going to 7 to 7, which is like a roller skating ring, and he did his things. And one of my favorite songs, he got a song with Young Thug and Dirt. Monday I'm ghetto, Tuesday I'm ghetto, Wednesday I'm rich. Man, they snapped.
Hey, bro.
Shit,
and I think Mustard, like, he really showed with that album that he one of the best producers in the game. And I love that he start each song with a sample, bro, and then transition into the beat. I think that's he low key started that. Like that sort of became his like
not his identity, but his like his staple or his stamp.
That sort of became like his stamp that he put on each song, and I think a lot of artists sort of put their own spin on it nowadays with all the samples, but nobody doing it like Mustard. Once you hear Mustard on the beat, you know the beat finna go crazy.
Exactly, yeah. And you should get an album to listen to from start to finish. You could be like, oh damn, all right.
Because I'm not gonna say I listed the whole album. I've heard singles from the album.
Well, you probably heard "Parking Lot" by Travis Scott.
Yeah, I heard that, bro. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. I'm a huge Travis fan.
Yeah, I'm in a parking lot. Yeah.
For my number 3, I feel like this artist make my list every year, and he was in my top 5 artist list for my replay on Apple Music. It's DC the Don, Sacred Heart 2. Now he dropped. I want to say he dropped 3 projects this year.
Damn.
Yeah. The other 2 I just couldn't get into. I'm not gonna lie. I downloaded a few songs, but Sacred Heart 2, like hands down, his best project of the year, man. Like the songs he had on that motherfucker is like crazy. Tilly Ad-Libs, Kodak Black, Electronics, Shoulda Told You. You got what else? You got Persona. You got First Off. I could just keep going all day, bro. Like literally, I got the whole album on my phone. I want to play a song real quick. This is probably my first song. I was like, all right, this album go crazy. Top of the morning, we're smoking no pressure. Top of the morning, smoking no pressure. Yeah, go check that out, y'all. Go check that out, y'all.
Yeah, I've been dipping my toe in DC the Don ever since you told me about him. Like, this is one song I really like by him. It's called "Fly Enough to Be Virgil." You ever heard that?
Okay. You ever see me outside when it's going into the Major League? Yeah, I was on his new album.
Oh, was it? Okay, that was tough.
I didn't like the album. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it.
Really? I mean, I didn't listen to the whole album. That's like one of his most streamed songs right now, and that was a good song. I enjoyed that album, and I saw him perform at Summerfest, and watching him perform makes you want to learn the music because he really engages with the crowd.
He lit.
Like he was dead ass. Like people throwing water bottles at him, he'd catch them, throw them back at him. Like he in the middle of the crowd doing mosh pits and shit. His stage presence
like is 6'5" too.
That nigga's huge. Like taller than me. Like
nigga tall as shit. People forget he was a hooper.
Yeah.
Go check out DC the Don, y'all. I promise you won't be disappointed. The man got so many albums, but yeah, I just didn't like the last one. But you know, Come As You Are, Funeral, like I said, Sacred Heart 2, all bangers. Go check those out.
Okay, I haven't checked it out. That's a solid what, number 3? Solid number 3. All right, going on to my number 2.
Okay.
I'm just led out there. This is Crossroads by Cordae.
I'm gonna say my number 2 then. It's Crossroads by Cordae.
It is like, I understand this came out around the same time when Kendrick dropped, and I don't got Kendrick on my list. I see all the meat riders. Oh, you got Cordae over Kendrick, but God forbid having their own opinion nowadays. Man. But like, this album just resonated better with me. Like, like this is like a major step up from his last.
I think
album.
This is his best project to me. To me, this is his best project. This is better than Lost Boy. I feel like this is the Lost Boy was our introduction to Cordae, where like you said, he was a lost boy. He was coming into a world that was brand new to him. And now with the Crossroads, like we see a mature Cordae where he understands the game, he understands his role in it. He knows what he wants out of rap. He knows what he wants to talk about in his music. And I feel like that showed in all the songs that he had, like Nothing's Promised, like All Alone. You got songs like What Really Matters. That was one of my favorite songs in this entire album.
Yeah, I really love Nothing's Promised.
That sample, is a great song.
Oh, because I'm like, when I first heard the song, the pianos, I'm like, I know this from somewhere. Then I heard the hook. Yeah, that's Kanye and Zach Levine. Yeah,
bro. Like, tell you, man, Cordae is different. We gotta play one. We gotta vibe out real quick. And I heard him say,
nothing's ever a problem with them all today.
And I heard him say, hey, it's that shit. I heard him say. Yeah, Cordae goated, man. Cordae goated, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about the album sales, bro. I feel like Cordae is he's punished that he's a real rapper because he's in a world where real rap isn't rewarded in sales or anything, because people, I don't want to call it, but like what people listen to nowadays is not rap. Like, they don't like to hear bars. They just they'll play a Cardi's on. See what they do, yeah. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro? That shit is ass.
Yeah, you nailed it on the nose, because I feel like the media is so hard trying to push Cordae in that corny category. But it's like they trying to like label him up there with like Logic and like
bro, come on. Now, this only his third album.
And he had a great response to that, because he was on the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne asked about his first week album sales. He was like, I don't care about the first week album sales compared to like a Kendrick. So it's like, but like, as long as I'm selling out these venues and these shows and stuff, I'm gonna be relevant. And I feel like that's a great response.
Yeah, because he sell out every tour he do.
Every tour, yeah. Hopefully I catch him on this tour,
man. We gotta catch him on this tour. Either Milwaukee or Chicago, one of the two.
Hey, Cordae, you hit the Midwest, man. Hook us up some tickets, man.
Drop them dates ASAP.
Day one supporters. We've been supporting you since you were under your other alias. Andre. No, it was like Energy.
Oh yeah, Energy. When he dropped that song on Spotify, I remember that shit in like 2017, 2016.
Yeah.
Shit, he been in the game a minute. All right, my number one album. The album I think is the best album of the year. You're going to be shocked by this. And it's not a rap album.
Whoa. I'm going to stop you right there. Hold on. What? I remember I'm throwing Givey, Brent Faiyaz. Man, this supposed to be a rap album this year. All these
You got me. But this album, when I heard it, I'm like, damn, this man is going crazy. And that's Heartstone Psycho by Don Toliver. Man, when I tell you this album made me a Don Toliver fan, I sat up and listened to this album all night one day. I had just got off of work. I was playing on my way home. And I'm like, dang, these songs go crazy. Like, the first song I heard was Backstreets. Like, that song is amazing. You got to listen to it. Like, hold on, I'm going to play it.
All right.
Last week, sliding through the cold back streets. Yo, that shit go nuts. Girl, you got me drunk. No rush. Can you fuck it up? Can you fuck it up? Yeah, can you fuck it up? Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. He almost sound like a rodeo Travis Scott right there.
Nah, bro. So he Travis artist.
He
been Travis artist for a minute, but like you can tell Travis is biting some shit from Don.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Travis is bigger. That's why I probably think like Travis.
Like you got songs like 5 to 10. This is my favorite song on the album.
Not gonna lie, sound like he make music for like them late night drives. Like you just
yeah, dude, bro. I'm telling you, that's why I said that I was surprised that this is my #1 album because it's not a rap album.
Okay, all right.
I'm telling you, man, you gotta check. You gotta check out. He got songs with Kodak on there. He got songs with Travis, Purple Rain, Future and Future, amazing song. I love you the same, and I'm sipping Purple Rain, bro. Come on now.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. All right, going on to my #1. You know, my favorite artist of all time. You know, when he dropped this, I knew this was gonna be my #1 album, and that's "Might Delete Later" by J. Cole.
Oh, you actually did have it on your list. Okay,
okay. I'm surprised you had it that low, but
I think I had it at 3.
3. I thought you 3 or 4, but you know, that's
you're right. I did have it at 4. I had DC ranked higher because I listened to that album more.
Yeah, but with this album, oh my, he just showed you he really a vet in his games. Like songs like Sticks and Stones, Trailer Truth and Ibiza. So perfect. And 3001. Oh my, what I need with 10 cars, I can't drive on one.
Bro, oh my God, that nigga was
He had
snapping.
this one bar that like it went over a lot of people's head. I saw Nia Long's quote, "I would have poked back of my heart cold." You remember when and I forgot, No Role Models, J. Cole said, "I'm too young for Nia Long," and then later on Nia Long
did a callback.
Yeah, Nia Long said J. Cole is not too young for me. Little did he know. And then he responded to that Nia Long interview. He said, "I would have gave her 3 or 4 strokes." Like
I'm telling you, bro, Nia Long gonna make any black man fold.
Shit, I'm first in line. Shit, I'm folding like a lawn chair. Like overall, it was a good year for music. Great year for music. What are some albums that you left off your list?
I think I mentioned it earlier. I left off Metro album. I left off there's some more songs in here. I left off 21 album, American Dream. I left off Future album, Mixtape Pluto. And that was good. I love the album. I left off Future. I left off Future and Metro album because I listened to a lot of Future, but he didn't make my list this year. He didn't make my list this year because it was hard because I had to boil it down to 5 albums.
Same. Yeah, there's a lot of people I left off too. I left off Schoolboy Q dropped this year too.
He did. I haven't heard Schoolboy in a minute.
And the Blue Lips is an amazing album. You need to check that out. I left G Herbo off this list.
Thank God. Thank God. Come on now. Let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Just be honest with yourself for a second. Big Swerve.
Okay. Not his best work. But all right, hear me out. Let me put this in NBA terms for you. G Herbo is the NBA equivalent to Brook Lopez. You know, look at Brook Lopez now. He's not the player he once was. But people forget Brook Lopez is the franchise leading scorer of the Brooklyn Nets. And his longevity is crazy because he was just running up for Depoy 2 years ago. Yeah. And that's G Herbo. Look at Ball Like Cobley. Strictly for My Fans 1. Welcome to Phase Online. Survivor's Remorse. All those albums.
So you're saying he peaked? Are you saying he peaked?
He's not where he once was, but he already established himself as one of the GOATs.
Yeah, you're right. And I feel like he just dropped an album on a private site or a private app of his called The Greatest of All Time. And I feel like fans are starting to notice the decline in his music. Therefore, that's why he's trying to ramp back up. And I appreciate that because he's starting to feed the fans. It's like, you can't get comfortable, bro, because I know he's not in the same mindset he was before because he got the money now. But it's like, I don't know, man. I'm tired of the mid.
Hey man, shout out G Herbo, man.
And Polo ain't make my list either because Polo drops a mid, bro.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what about Polo. That album just
he took 3 years off. He took 3 years off in your prime, bro. All your album went double platinum. You took 3 years off.
You know, I'm listening to the songs on this album. It's like these are not bad songs, but it's missing something. Like, I don't know, it's missing something. Like,
they 3 years old. 3 years ago, they probably would have been fired.
But I ain't gonna, I saw the decline of his like career, like with each album, like Die Legend.
3 double platinum albums, bro. Nobody in Chicago did that. That's Kanye numbers.
Yeah, Kanye numbers were like, man, this album went triple plastic.
Man. Overall, good year for rap. I'm excited to see what's coming 2025. A lot of artists are dropping. Damn, Rod Wave didn't even make my list. I just thought about that. But
yeah.
A lot of artists are dropping, bro. I'm excited. Next year, we're going to come out with an Ian Fire list for y'all, so stay tuned for that. Just know we got a lot of content dropping for y'all. We are very excited.
So this is the first episode 2025. Just be expecting more from this year.
All right, that's going to do it for us today, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Infamous Ghost Podcast. And you can follow us on Instagram at Infamous Ghost Pod.
And you can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Infamous Ghosts. But until then, we catch y'all next time.
Peace.